How's it going, everyone? In today's lesson, I want to show you how we can profit when a stock falls, but by using what we call an option, which is a contract that will gain value as the stock goes down. Pretty cool, right? This is totally possible, and it's available to us in the American market. And yes, we take great advantage of this. There are two very good points you're going to learn here. First, we can do this with a much smaller amount of invested money, and you're able to make money from the drop. And that's what you're going to learn right now. And before you learn, I'd like to ask you to subscribe to our page, leave a like, and turn on notifications because we have videos like this here every day, all right? So here, look, Boeing, okay? The aircraft manufacturer, very powerful. The stock here showed a major uptrend from March of 2025 to September of 2025, rising more than 76%. And so here, what did this show us? That this whole rally had come to an end and that it could start to fall sharply. We told our club, yes, we have an internal club here where we teach step by step how this is done and also show these best entry points. So basically, we had this and informed everyone. Folks, selling this stock at $201 is an opportunity for us to buy it back cheaper tomorrow and make money from it. What is that? It's like if you had a business, and in that business, a customer comes to buy a product from you. You sell it, but you tell your customer, I have a period of 30, 40, 60 days to deliver the product to you, okay? It's exactly the same thing. We don't have Boeing in our portfolio, but we raise our hand and say, who wants to buy from me? I'll deliver these Boeing shares in a few weeks. And so I could have raised my hand and said, hey, $201. And when it hit $180 here, I buy it back, deliver it to the person, and I'm left with my $20 in profit. But that's not what I did in this trade. What do we do in this operation? We saw that there was a contract called an options contract, a put type, which is a contract that gains value as the stock falls. And here, look, this signal happened on October 27th. And I could take advantage of this signal and profit from this drop until January 16th. So October, November, December, and January. I have 3 months to work with this contract. If the stock falls within those 3 months, the $10 value of each contract tends to rise and appreciate significantly. So check this out. I had the option to sell at $200 or buy at $10. That's 5% of the invested value, right? So I'm taking advantage of the stock's drop to make a financial profit while putting in much less money. Here, I would have put in $200 per share. Here I'm putting in $10 per share. But the options contract has a requirement. You can't just buy 10. It has to be in multiples of 100. So 100 times 10, the minimum investment here is $1,000. In this case, that fit my position size. So I have $1,000 to buy Boeing, and that's what I did. I bought this $10 contract, putting in $1,000, okay? So I bought 100 options at $10, right? So the financial breakdown was 100 options times $10, which equals $1,000, correct? That's what we did here. Now check out how cool this is. In the first week, Boeing fell 3%. In the second, it was flat. In the third, it plummeted another 7%. Do you know what happened to those options? Those options went past $24. In other words, I bought them for 10 and they were already worth 24. But when I went to exit the trade, I was able to sell them for 21. So I made an $11 profit for every $10 I invested. I more than doubled my investment. So I invested 10 and for every 10 I invested, I earned 11. How fantastic is that? And that's what options offer us. So that $1,000, or rather those 100 options, gave me an $11 profit each. And I had a total profit of $1,100. I invested $1,000 and made a profit of $1,100. That's over 100% on the invested amount. Isn't that powerful? It's fantastic, right? Obviously, there are some risk controls that these trades need to have. Obviously, if you only have $1,000 in your account, you're not going to put it all into a single trade. I have an account with much more than $1,000. And out of that much larger amount, I used 1,000 to make this type of trade. And so with that, I made $1,100 by putting in $1,000. Fantastic, isn't it? Now we can see just how powerful options are, okay? And if I had, instead of buying the options here, done it through the stock, how much money would I have needed to have? Didn't it drop here? Look, $20 in those 3 weeks. So I would have needed 50 shares, okay? So 50 shares times $20 would give me the same result. But my 50 shares, this here is the calculation for the options. The calculation, if I had done it with the stock, I would have had to sell 50 shares at $201. So I would have needed $10,050 invested to get the same $1,100 in profit. But the options allowed me, out of the 10,000, to use only 1,000 to get the same $1,100. Fantastic, isn't it? That's what we do using these options contracts to make money from the stock's drop. I'm passionate about this type of trade because we don't need to take much money out of our pocket, and we get the same return as if we had put in a lot of money. Fantastic, right? I hope this lesson has made it clear to you how we use options to profit from a drop. If you like this type of lesson, subscribe to our page, turn on notifications, because we have lessons like these every day on our channel. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.